Hello, this is Dr. Panigrahi. Welcome to my biology classes for medical entrance examination. In this video, I have a talk about the fluid connective tissue. The connective tissue, this is known as the fluid connective tissue. It is fluid because here the matrix is fluid in nature. That's why it is known as the fluid connective tissue. Such fluid connective tissue, it has the important characteristic features of the connective tissue, like it is mesodermal in origin. So it is mesodermal in origin, and it is composed of the matrix which is fluid in nature, which is known as the plasma. So non-living plasma actually act as the matrix or the cementing material here. As a connective tissue, it should have the fibers. So here fibers are present in dissolving condition, you may say, and which is known as the fibrinogen. And different types of cells or fragment of cells or like cells are present or embedded in the plasma. So important characteristic features of connective tissue present here, that's why it is known as the fluid connective tissue. So fluid connective tissue in our in our body, it has two. So the fluid connective tissue, it may be blood, and the fluid connective tissue, it may be lymph. So here I would like to talk about only the blood. The specific gravity of the blood, which is 1.404 to 1.07, which indicates that it is heavier than the water. And the viscosity also 4.5 to 5.5 times that of water. And the pH of blood actually 7.3 to 7.5, or you can say the pH of blood actually 7.4. The 7% to 8% of the total weight of body, actually the blood present, if you the 70 kg weight of human body having the 5 to 5.5 liters of blood. So such blood, it is composed of the non-living plasma and the blood cells, or it also known as the corpuscles. So plasma, which constitute the matrix of the fluid connective tissue, and such plasma, it is actually the 55 to 60% of the blood. And such plasma, it is alkaline, slightly alkaline in nature, and it is non-living, which is pale yellow in color and clearly transparent. So 5% of the body weight constitute the plasma, and plasma, the main composition of plasma, which is the 90 to 92% of water. So remaining 8 to 10% of plasma is composed of two types of components. Some of the inorganic components are there, and some of the organic components are there. So what are the inorganic components of the plasma? So plasma, the inorganic components, these may be the chloride, bicarbonate salt of sodium, the phosphates, bicarbonate sulfates, and iodides of calcium, magnesium, and these organic compounds which present in ionic form and which constitute 0.9%. And the rest of the components are the organic components. So organic components, the main constituent of organic components are the plasma proteins, digested nutrients, excretory substances, hormones, gases, defense components, or it may be the anticoagulant substances. The plasma, which contains some proteins and which is known as the plasma protein, and which constitutes 7% to 8%. The main important plasma proteins are albumin, and such albumin, which is the small blood protein. And because of such presence of albumin, or the albumin which provides the sticky and the colloidal nature of the blood. The plasma also contains the globulin. Globulin, as you know, this is the important part of the immune system, and such globulin protein actually help for the production of the antibody. And these immunoglobulin actually secreted from the immune cells. And some other proteins are the prothrombin and the fibrinogen present in plasma, and these are regarded as the large blood proteins. And these prothrombin and the fibrinogen proteins help for the blood clotting. So here the albumin is very important because of it provides the colloidal and the sticky nature of the blood. As we know, the digested food actually mixed in our blood by the absorption process from the alimentary canal. So blood plasma, which contains some digested nutrients like fatty acid, fats, phospholipids, cholesterol, different types of vitamins, glucose. And here the important thing is that the glucose level in plasma 8 to 110 mg per 100 ml of blood after 12 hours after the good meal. And such glucose level, it may 70 to 110 mg per 100 ml of blood during the fasting condition. So this is the fasting glucose level, 70 to 110 mg per 100 ml of blood. And after breakfast, the glucose level, which is 119 to 140 mg per 100 ml of blood. And after breakfast, such glucose level slightly higher, and this is known as the post-prandial glucose level. Post-prandial means after breakfast. So normal glucose level in plasma is 80 to 110 mg per 100 ml of blood. In the fasting condition, it is 70 to 110. Or after breakfast, the glucose level slightly higher, which is 119 to 140 mg per 100 ml of blood. Some of the excretory substances also present in plasma, and such excretory material actually filtered by the kidney, and these excretory substances may be ammonia, urea, uric acid, creatinine and creatine, etc. So these are the different types of excretory substances present in the plasma. Plasma also, the blood plasma also contains the hormones. Such hormones secreted from the endocrine glands, such secretions directly mixed with the blood. That's why such hormones present inside the plasma. And some of the gas also present in plasma in dissolving condition. So what are these? So 100 ml of blood, which contains 0.29 ml of oxygen and 5 ml of the carbon dioxide, and it also contains 0.5 ml of nitrogen gases. Plasma also contains some defense components. Defense components means antibody, some of the immunoglobulins present inside the plasma of the blood. The blood plasma also contains the anticoagulant. Here this is heparin. That's why blood does not clot inside the blood vessels. So these are the important components of the plasma. And plasma is the matrix of blood and which is fluid in nature. And such plasma is non-living and different cells which embedded on the plasma. And these cells are known as the blood cells or the corpuscles. So here in case of mammals or in case of human, these are actually known as the blood corpuscles. Such blood corpuscles are three types. It may be RBC, red blood corpuscles, WBC, white blood corpuscles, or platelets, or it is known as the thrombocytes. So in this video, I just told about the composition of blood and the composition of the plasma, and in my next video, I describe subsequent the RBC, WBC and the platelets. If you like, then click on my another video to get the rest portion of this chapter. Thank you for watching.